Hello everybody, welcome back to FTL Mods Season 3. Last episode we did a first run with the RAD-Fleet. I think we took the Harrier. Yes, indeed we did. We ended up winning, though it was spotty, but fun. And that's the most important bit. And we'll continue on that streak. Spotty, but fun. Moving on from the R's to the A's. Let's see what we have in here. We'll start at the start, of course. Yellow Belly. Advanced navigation AI, but other than that, not too much interesting, to be honest with you. Yeah, nothing too interesting. See what it says. Class ship was decommissioned from Federation service years ago. After a number of refits and updates, this classic ship is ready to and then some. Next up, NG Cruise Ray. When a slug influences some rogue NG, things tend to heat up. Chain heated ion blast. Weapon takes a long time to warm up. Each time it fires. Okay, so it's a yeah. But what's your thing then? Charge per charge 1. Fire chance medium. Ah, okay. So an ion weapon with fire chance to it. Okay. Could be interesting. See what's next. Variation crew type 8 artillery fires intense beam that cuts through shields and fry systems while leaving the hull intact. So just like a Vindicator, but without the system hull damage. Well, we can't actually tell unless we go delve into the depths of the mod, and I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Fire, burst laser designed to start fires. Alright, not bad. It took from the hull laser images though, but whatever. Ship starts with a weakened shield. System must rely on its super shields. Alright. Looks like fire is the main theme across, well, most of the A layout so far. Hot ion. And disable without causing hull. This one starts fires and burn crew. Alright. Actually has starting crew damage as well. Alright. The Ludo. Heal bomb, charge ion, mind control, teleporter. Just your in between quotes standards. Lena's border. Bit of an odd thing with the edges here, but other than that, things look fine. The defense 2 is quite potent. Anti-personnel drone. The ASR-13 with a halberd and an ion blast. Suppose it could work. At the end of the line, what ends up happening is your weapon fires just a bit more quicker. But keep in mind, if this thing misses, I mean, you do have 2 attempts at this. Then again, you're probably 8 seconds. You fire. Imagine it hits, and you got 5 seconds, 13 seconds. So you only got 1 shot to begin with. Then, I suppose it could work. Would be an interesting alternative for the SR-12. Considering all things combined, if everything goes to plan, you could fire 4 seconds quicker than with a glaive beam, so yeah, I can see it work. Moloch. Crystalline Race helped develop this cruiser to study the Rockmen and their affinity for fire. Phoenix. Given the if given to prepare the Phoenix launcher can replicate multiple warheads, high fire chance, right? Heavy fiery crystal. Did I just say crystal? Oh my god. Fire chance high. Yeah, it seems like rock fire is a big theme amongst the layouts. Just this one. This one hasn't had anything to do with fire. Maybe this one either. I already can't remember actually. Fire beam and advanced flag. Basically the fire hazards that I created earlier. way back. Smaller ship as well, and rather than a fire beam, I think it had a basic laser and an ion blast. This works, that I'm fairly sure of. Fire laser, full mantis, no teleporter. Some slugs enjoy watching others burn in panic. I can't use the same phrase there, sort of. No teleporter, no energy slave. These mantis warriors are playing with fire, and someone is likely to get burned. Stun. Fires are slow piercing large crystals, staggers crew. Okay. These things just look. Yeah. I know, I just don't like these. Yeah, well. So which one are we picking then? Probably something with fire. Question is which one? Schematic fly slower to low power consumption, is less likely to start fires. Okay. I don't know, I'm gonna go with this one. Why? Because I know this works, and you know, it's kind of like playing with one of my own ships again. Sure. The Tiburonia. Cool. Alright. Check the recording and I'll get started. Let's go. Sector names contain keywords that give any away which faction controls them. In time you'll get a feel for what sector type to expect. Yeah, unless you get one of those really weird ones, then you're just kind of like, at least you can still divide something from the color of it. Alright, let's go. Power up both of our weapons, which is nice. Alright, let's see what we can do with our fire. Well, in order for us to do something with our fire, we'll first have to run into an enemy. Offer to incinerate their crew. Quickly scan ship, appears you could help. Agree, do not destroy. Yeah. As long as we're not facing Rockman, this shouldn't be a problem. And even if we're facing Rockman, we can probably figure something out. Of course, the first ship we can actually fight against is one that is immune to fire. Luckily, we do have an advanced flak weapon that can offer some support. Looks like that didn't even start a fire. The heat aboard the ship becomes almost unbearable. Considering he's got no air, I suppose that could happen. I mean, getting rid of heat when you don't have air is not the easiest thing. I mean, cameras inside a vacuum can't be running for too long, or because they can't get rid of their excess heat, so... Alright, thank you kindly. Alright, let's level 2 shields if we need them. We'll avoid the store. Which means we're going to Nebula, which means probably fighting another AI ship, and... see? Yeah, sure, we'll attack it. And he's got more shots than I can handle. I don't need a fire beam, we'll use that to power up our shields instead then. And his mind control is useless, so at least we got that going for us, which is nice. We aimed at weapons and we ended up taking down the shields. That's flak in a nutshell. Whew. I guess this shows the downside of flak, right? Well, let's get back into things. Come on, something to fight. Nope. So far, 2 airships, and that is that. There we go. Right, let's kick this thing off. It's a good thing the fire beam takes forever to charge. That's probably its biggest downside. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good if you know how to use it. Drones. Guess we know what the next thing is to set on fire. In case you're wondering, it's drones. I have to fire at them again, which I kind of find annoying because that's going to take a good amount of their hull away. Ah, come on. He finally moves in and... well, he's dead. And with a bit of luck, we can kill him as well. Come on. Yeah, we go. Take him. We've got another quest marker. Which may or may not give us a fleet delay. That's a weird event, usually. Can we actually get there? If I go here, I'll move to here. Go here, I'll move to here. Go here, I'll move to here. It's going to be a close one, I think. Then again, I said we were going to have some fun with this one, so yeah, sure. We'll go. Let's go check things out. You don't give in to power demands. You will be able to hurt me eventually. But I don't think we're going to have too much issue just taking it down. Town. Don't care who we take. Actually, getting the human killed would be ideal. Okay, so weapons are on fire as well. Don't think the Mantis is going to be able to do anything about that. We're just going to be waiting until he burns to death. Just to see if he's willing to surrender. Except open fire. They're already out of weapons range, but he's gonna die anyway. Okay, go here, move to here, go here, and move to here. Does mean we're gonna have to do this one again, I think. But I think we can do both quest markers. And if we do indeed get a fleet delay, we're probably just fine. You arrive in the neutral zone and meet rebel negotiators aboard small civilian orbital. They agree to a prisoner exchange and a captured Federation official is released when you return the rebel cadets. The Zoltan agrees to submit to your command. Cool. Just got a crew member out of that. Alright, you're going there, you're going there. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, this one needs to be not destroyed. We'll go for auction. Don't think it's gonna be a very potent one. It's gonna be difficult though, because they don't have too much hull on there, which means we will be firing at rooms that are isolated in hopes of the flak missing most of its shots. Now, obviously, since we do want that to happen, it's not going to happen. But we have to make sure that we can get out of here before this thing pops its cork. That was pretty good, though. Let's take a mantis, and we'll let them fight one another. Kind of hoping that this caught on fire because we won't be surviving too many more of those hacks. Then again, we can still fit everyone in medbay, so it really doesn't matter. And yes, that indeed went to hell, didn't it? Well, your ship is kind of dinged up, but at least it isn't destroyed. So, you know. At least there's that, right? An ion stunner, that'll come to use, I would say. Yeah, I could probably work something out with that. Yeah, sure, we'll sell 5 missiles. Then again, why go the trade route when you can just do that? Now the problem is we don't have sensors yet. No. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Why would you bother with sensors? I mean, you can already use mind control thanks to the slugs you have on board, and you can also see where fire is thanks to the slugs on board. True, but what we can't see is when stations or ships have the fire suppression augment. Now, make no mistakes, I know we can get hurt here. Because this thing can pierce 1 shield layer and still do 1 damage because of it. But we can probably negate most of that by doing some stupid shit. No fire in weapons room, that's kind of a problem. Did sort of fire here, but that's not gonna do us too much good. It's also why I didn't use my mind control. Come on, start a fire. Good. Alright, we're safe for now. Well, that didn't take too long. Medbay is not really willing to catch on fire. Nope. Medbay is like, you know what? Fuck you. Probably should have. Ah, there we go. That's what we can do. All right, fire. Mind control. It actually looked like they had fire suppression there. And I know that because stations often tend to have that. So yeah, I think we're just gonna blow these dudes to tiny little bits. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one. Oh yeah. Except open fire. We're gonna do weapons upgrade rather soon. This is a big room, just to aim at that. Just to make sure that all of our shots land. Nothing more, nothing less. I think we're at the exit beacon, so yeah, let's do another one. Ooh, we were not on the exit beacon. Ew. This could end up costing dearly. Ah, my bad. Well, bring on the ASB. Or PDS, whatever. Potato, potato. Yeah, big cruiser with tons of shots. This is gonna hurt. Ah, and he hacked the engines. Probably with level 3 as well. I really thought we were at the exit beacon there. Thought I had everything sussed out, but alas, right. Ah, not shields. That's 3 damage right there. Of course, once it actually hits the system, that's when it also starts to fire. I'll try to repair shields, slug man. Ah, come on. Yep, fire in the engines, brilliant. Well, I mean, there's no one to blame but myself on that one. I know. Just hope no one's waiting at the starting beacon for me here. There isn't. Alright, we can get our bearings straight again. A third of our hull gone by a stupid mistake. Well, that'll happen every now and then, right? Okay. It's a dead end, so I'm not going to it. Another ship that it's immune to fire. I think that's our 3rd one. Yeah, I mean, this is a rebel space, so you know, it's in between quotes normal to come across plenty of these. He suddenly decided to go with 2 shields. That explains a bunch. Sure. Without further attacking. Alright. Medbay. Okay, carry on. No shields, but you're immediately trying to run. Not sure if we'll be able to get a shot off from our flak cannon. I can micro-roll you though, but yeah, you immediately go for that. It'll delays the fleet a bit, at least. Well, you go for that and take away that cloak if you can. You can. Good. And I will stun you to stop the FTL from charging again. Making the micro-control a bit less useful, but still think it's worth it in the end. They're both... No, they were just on the same tile. Okay. This is where the Ion Stunner comes in. And burned to crisp. Wonderful. Me likey. Sure, will help. And it's another AI ship. At least we're safe unless this thing has 3 shots to it, which I don't think it does. We don't need a fire beam, but we might as well fire it in to help you level up a bit, right? It's not like we're sacrificing anything else for it. Now we are, though, so... There we go. And there we go. 5 hull points. Nice. Well, let's fight some more AI ships. Apparently it's the only thing we can come across anyway. Kind of interesting that we now end up fighting a ship that does not have any issues with a pulsar. I mean, it does because it will have his systems ionized, but you know, the main thing about pulsars is you not having any shields. This one has no problem with that because it doesn't have shields to begin with. Good one. Alright. Let's get those weapons burning. Huh? You can fire weapons at a cloaked ship. We still ended up hitting. Sure, it was coming out of cloak when we fired, but still, that's pretty fun. Didn't think you were able to do that. Maybe you can only do it when the weapon's already fully charged. I don't know. It's something you tend not to mess with too much anyway, because you know your chance of hitting are quite small. But, yeah. I can hardly imagine that weapons is the only thing that's actually on fire. I should have accepted that. No, you cannot do that. No. Cool. Alright, now we're just waiting for the ion to get rid of... Well, to get out of the shields area. Now we can move on. This is weird because when you jump, your crew continues to take damage or continues to get healed. Repairs tick further as well, but strangely enough, shields do not regenerate. You two go. Could vent, but it's something that isn't really that easy to do on this ship because all of the airlocks are on the freaking back of the ship. Well, you better get started, I guess. It'll take a while. I don't think we're gonna win either. Not like this. Alright, get to mid bay. Yeah, we're gonna lose mind control, that's for sure. Wasn't even close call. See how quickly they got to that door? Like, nah, there's no door there. Bang. Alright, we're jumping. Hopefully there isn't anything there, but I'd rather not deal with fires as well. Of course there's something here. A cruiser. A freaking cruiser. Now the great thing here is these guys have a clone base, so these dudes are actually gonna come on their end. So if you believe that, yeah, good job there, hard hat. Alright, come on. And why don't you go? Don't bother fixing that. It's just gonna end up hurting me in the long run anyway. That cloak. See? Mantis, Rockman. That's funny. You're so funny game. We can't seem to burn out that missile launcher either. There it goes finally, but not after we got hit severely, up to a point where his other weapon can hurt us. Game. Okay, now I know these things can have fire suppression as well. Again, that would have been helpful in this time to know what was going on in there. I think we're just gonna end up killing the ship here because we're really not making too much progress in setting the whole place on fire, are we? Especially not on the clone bay, which we apparently never can set on fire. The Rockman being the bigger problem on that end, but it looks like it's always Rockman that they're sending out to do it. Smart. I mean, I would do the same, but it's a bit odd that it pans out to go like that. Yeah, their clone bay is just not letting down. So weapons will go down again because... Nope, they got fire suppression. Yep, they got fire suppression. There's no way two Mantis can take down a fire that quickly. So they got fire suppression. The fire curse, right? The fire curse. It's real. Repent. Well, I guess we got no other option than just to blow the thing to bits. We can still set fires because it'll distract crew and whatnot, but we do not have to rely on it doing us many favors. Of course, now it's running because... And it's got its cloak back just in time, right? Tcha. We don't even have evasion at this point in time, so that's great. Come on, we need 3 hits. Of course it gets a missile off. Well, now it's gonna run as well. Come on, we got this, right? There you go. I was about to run though. Thing was beeping. Sure. The good things in life, right? Alright, good. Let's carry on and hope this isn't a giant dead end. Because it could. Socialize, Zoltan. Could socialize with the slugs as well, but yeah, this is not a dead end. But we will have to hurry up a bit, I think. Come on, the ice ship. Nailed it. Here you have all these fancy fire weapons and you can't use them for shit. So what do we have? Like 4 or 5 ice ships. A cruiser with fire suppression and a station with fire suppression. Fire curse is real. Damn real. Anywho. Might as well do this. And slowly but surely we are hitting it. Alright. Bit of a nuisance, isn't it? I mean, you get all these fancy toys to play around with and you just seldom get the chance to use them. Yeah, we'll do the trade, sure. Although we could attack you. But you're gonna run and it's gonna make things difficult again and just give me the fuel. Alright, we got a store, don't think we're gonna be buying anything. Not with 50 scrap. Okay, come on, can we find at least something here that we can set on fire? Shh. Of course not. Of course not. A flush, okay, you're stuck there to run for a moment. This person wants to manipulate you, so don't trust them. Okay. We have to deal with a missile launcher here. Let's fire one of these and just maybe. Hey! Alright. It's fine, really, it's fine. Okay, that's a no on repairing that. You wonder why they immediately leave the room. Oh well, could probably distract them by doing this. There they go. Well, some of them did. Probably end up micro-controlling this dude then in the hopes that he can't repair that thing, although I don't see that happening really. I mean, there's still fires aplenty and he just left. Nope, I'm just gonna fix weapons. Now even shields are on fire. He's like, nah, you know what, I'm good. Okay, there you go. Alright, seems like a lot of good stuff's on fire now. Alright. And then there was one. Cool. You're gonna probably stay in there until he... Yeah, there he goes. Okay. Lane Rift or NG Sector. I guess that's just a civilian sector or something. Arrive nicely at civilian sector, yes. Wow. Just one giant nebula filled with AI ships, because what else would be in there? Sure, we use neither of those. The reactor power can always come to use. No need for a store. Sure, we'll sell missiles. And now we can actually visit that store. We could maybe get hacking and maybe another weapon. Don't know. We'll see what they have on offer. They got neither of those. Although we will buy the long-range scanners. I will keep it at that, I think. Which means we can now actually jump into the nebula and avoid a good amount of empty beacons. Once convinced to help, Kylie states how his offer was actually a lie and that he planned to attack our ship. By the time he returns to his senses, you've already prepared the ship for a fight, and there's an E missing right here. Okay, once again we're up against a missile. But at least we'll be able to burn these out quite decently, I would say. Okay, that one missed, and those missed as well. Cool. Good amounts of misses yet again. And I don't even know if our fire beam did anything. Not gonna be mind controlling anything because it's broken. There we go. Again, no fire, huh? I have to take out the... There we go. Only one dude left, and for the time being he's just roaming around doing weird stuff. Alright, we can probably get him with the next beam hit. Well, I have him not destroy that, but yeah. Killed himself. Well, that's his choice in life. Sure, we'll go into the nebula. There's probably more to get there. Right. Let's go have a peep. I know we'll be fighting ice ships because of this, but still. We know that's our curse now because we have fire weapons. Fighting ice ships is just what happens then. Not much you can do than just accept that. It's kind of weird, right? I mean, is this just really all player bias? I mean, someone should really just try and keep track of all this stuff. I mean, yeah, okay, don't get me wrong, I know I've went out and looking for them. I mean, rebel sectors and nebulas are a brood hive of AI ships, but even the fire suppressor popping up more than often. I mean, again, player bias, right? Because who cares if a station has fire suppression if you don't have fire weapons? I don't know. What could we use? Good amounts of things, but nothing just yet. Alright, let's fight next the ice ship. It's an AI station. Well, look at that. You just auto fire. You're both getting high up there. That's good. Sure. Occasionally that'll happen. It's great when you get killed by something like that, but you know. Could have gotten an AI avatar out of that or something better. Nice, next to the ice ship. Ooh, this is a station. Again, we will... Oh, fuck. Well, fudge you, Tony. We can't have this thing shoot at us. It's funny how they then bust open the door and just go, oh, nope. Never mind. I've got other places to be now all of a sudden. Good. Alright. He's leaving. Let's see if he has fire suppression. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. You go fight him. They all missed. Good job there. Oh, those look like 2 or 3 hits. Well, he made it off. Kudos, congrats, and good luck. Nope. At least we can see where he's going now. We could already do that, but now we can see it even better. So where is he going? Back to the teleporter? I know you want off, but why are you just standing there? Shouldn't you like try to go for doors or something? Or is that also on fire? Yes, quite intriguing. Okay, so we'll try to set both tiles of the teleport on fire, and then he's given up on life. Accept open fire. That's a double reward. Sweet. Now we could actually use a store. Missile drones? Really? Missile drones? Man. That's bull. That's straight up bull. Well. And they do hull damage. Rest assured, they do hull damage. See that thing? It looked like it flipped around entirely before it actually started doing something. No. No, you're not gonna get your drones back that easily. I want this on fire, I want this on fire, I want this on fire. So kind of like a beam that goes like this. Unfortunately, you can't really do that. So I'm gonna have to go with the best of both worlds and let them have drones for a little while longer then. I don't know if that's actually on fire or not, but we'll see. Nope. We're getting shot up pretty heftily here. Except open fire. Right, weapons are down on their ends. There goes medbay. Basically have to keep setting fire to rooms he's in. I hope that we can catch him before fire does. Alright, crew member Henry. You can go shields, I guess. No store. I don't think we're gonna get one anymore either, but let's keep it up. Next missile launcher ship we come across will be our doom, but sure, we'll trade that. It's good amounts of fuel. No store, huh? No, we'll try to stay away from combat a bit. We'll probably just attack the first thing that tries to, but you know. Hey! 2 hull points repaired. Cool. Would you all look at that? Sure. Upgrade the reactor by 1. Okay. And there's a store for us. Good, 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 good. We'll repair a bit. Maybe buy a system. Yeah. Got a scrap wreck arm. Bow beam ain't bad, but it's not what I'm looking for. This isn't worth it either, I'd say. So yeah, just repair a bit. That's 1 click too many for my liking. All right. You medbay, medbay, medbay. All right, decent evasion. It's the best missile defense we have for now. And of course, cloaking will give it a little extra that we need. We'll go to the next sector and we'll end the episode there. Inmates Cove, Dust Cloud. Let's go Dust Cloud. Usually doesn't mean the ice ships. And I say usually. Alright, good. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still enjoying the series. Feel free to show support by commenting, liking, and or subbing if you haven't already. Links to this mod will be in the video description if you want to try it for yourself. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next episode. Bye, everyone.